Hi.
Hi, Liam. And everybody
Hi, Carlie.
else.
How's it going? And you all, obviously.
Yeah. Welcome back to Unpolished.
Dun, dun, dun. The Unpolished show where we talk to fun people, including ourselves, which is me, Liam, and you, Carlie. Carlie, what's on your mind?
So Matthew just made a few cocktails. So my mind is, what cocktail am I going to have next?
Yeah, like I got to say, I'm drinking a few as well. So this is going to be a fun video.
Lockdown 2.0 has got me going crazy.
We've gotten here, guys. People, we're starting to drink at strange times throughout the day.
At least it's past 12 o'clock, so we're good.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. There's no judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Loving that.
And Liam, what's on your mind?
Well, I was just wondering, I'm confused by something I read. If you, what would you think? If you try to fail at something and you do fail, did you just succeed or did you just fail?
No, because I think you'd succeed because the goal is to fail.
But you also failed. Did you do both?
What was the aim of the game, though?
To fail. So if you try and fail and you succeed at failing, but you've succeeded. You've also failed. Anyway, that's what's on.
Crazy. I'm definitely going to go with... Yeah. All right. Well, let's get our guest caller on. We've got the beautiful Sarah from Xtend, which I'm so devastated we never got a chance to do our class with her. And I'm so excited for when all this goes over, we can actually do our staff Xtend class. It's going to be super fun, and I cannot wait to see you back in your ballerina tights, Liam.
Oh, I'll have them on.
All right, let's give her a call.
Let's get her.
Hi, Sarah.
Yay.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Good.
Thank you. How are you?
Welcome to...
I'm very well, thank you.
Unpolished. Where
thank you for having me.
Unpolished.
Yes.
That's lockdown for you. You don't have to be polished during lockdown, right?
That's it.
Totally.
Sarah, I just wanted to welcome you on. Sarah is the owner of Xtend, which is around the corner just off Chapel Street behind the Woolworths in South Yarra. Amazing little spot you got there, Sarah.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, yeah, it's brand new studio. So we only opened in December. So we were only open a few months before we got closed down. So it's really sparkly, and I really miss being able to be there in that space every day, because it's like my second home, and it's got a lot of love poured into it.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I can imagine such gorgeous space.
Yeah, and we only opened a few months before you in August, September. So we haven't even been there for 12 months, and I just want to get back to it.
I know, it's so frustrating, but you have to believe there's a silver lining somewhere.
Absolutely.
There is, and there will be, and that will be obvious sometime down the track. We just don't know when, but it will be.
Who knows
but
when?
rather than thinking of that too much right now, let's think back a little bit, if you will, and let us know a little bit about how you found your place in the health and fitness industry, Sarah.
Sure. So many decades ago, now I'm showing my age, I used to be a professional ballet dancer. So I trained at the Royal Ballet School in London. And I danced professionally, and then in my early 20s I decided I wasn't loving it anymore, so I pushed that career to one side and ended up in a corporate role in business development and marketing across various different industries, and I was there for a good 12, 15 years, and I'd lived in Melbourne before. And then I met my husband, who was a Kiwi. Whilst we were both living here, we moved to New Zealand.
We love a Kiwi.
We were there for 7 years. Yeah, my mum was a Kiwi as well, so I'm half Kiwi.
Oh.
And so we moved to Auckland, and then we ended up back in Melbourne. And a friend introduced me to Xtend Barre, and I just instantly fell in love. It was a workout that I just could really resonate with, and it was one of the only workout probably that I consistently went 3 times a week, and that it was like non-negotiable. I'm not going to miss it. You know, I'd done fitness in the past to keep fit, because obviously coming from a dance background, but I was probably kind of like all in for like a month, and then I'd get bored and move and either give up on that particular workout. And so I just fell in love, and then it came at a time when I was starting to look for a new challenge, because I'd been in corporate for a very long time and it wasn't really fulfilling me anymore. And the opportunity came up that Xtend Barre was looking for new franchisees. And I kind of floated the idea with my husband, and he was like, sure, go for it. And that's how Xtend Barre South Yarra came about, and how I landed in the health and fitness industry.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So it was a profession that led you to a hobby, which then turned into a profession again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
I like refinding my feet, because it really did make me realize, coming back to Xtend Barre, it literally made me realize how much I'd missed dancing, and how much once upon a time in my life I loved it. You know, it was such a massive part of my life very early on, and I probably did get, you know, exhausted from it, and I probably did I did turn my back on anything ballet for a long time, and this kind of reinvigorated my passion.
Amazing. Such hard work, the Australian ballet, like it would be the hours, everything.
And discipline. It's that discipline and that focus and
rigid.
But so
it's hard to hold.
Kind of everything.
Yeah, it's hard to hold the fun in those sorts of industries.
Yeah, and I'd lost that fun, so that's why I moved out. But now I've rediscovered my fun, because it's just such a fun workout.
So good. I sometimes show Liam my dance moves from when I was a child in the salon.
I love it. Yeah.
My little tap.
The little tap moves.
And how do you rate those? Is it just tap? Love it.
A bit of tap. She's a bit of a tappy.
That's hard.
I love tap as well. I haven't done it for a long time, but I enjoy it. I do it in the supermarket when I'm deciding what I need to get. I just can't help it.
Great idea. Sarah, I would love to ask you, is because I know that barre is becoming extremely popular all over the world. Why do you think that is? Why over, you know, yoga and Pilates, that middle ground of barre, why do people love it so much?
I think it's because obviously Pilates is an incredible workout, and at the essence, the fundamental of barre is Pilates. So that's where our creator Andrea Rogers, she was a dancer, professional dancer, then she became a Pilates instructor, and then she started to introduce some dance moves into her Pilates classes, because she kind of missed that creative piece and that choreography, and her clients fell in love with it. And she realized that there was a bit of a gap in the market, so she combined the two. And I think it is because it uses all the fundamentals of Pilates. It makes you use all those teeny tiny muscles to get that strength, but it incorporates the fun of dance.
Yeah.
So, you know, like reformer is amazing, but it can be quite serious because you're so focused. And whereas this is like, you're still focused, but the soundtrack's pumping and you get to jump around if you want to start to increase your cardio. And so I just think it's fun, and you see results quite quickly if you consistently do it 2 to 3 times a week. Like, I've got clients who are quite new and they've only been coming for a month, and they're like, oh, I already feel stronger.
That's good feedback.
Oh, it's amazing.
Another thing that I wanted to touch on you with, Sarah, is I know that, you know, especially in Victoria, how has, you know, with your business being open and then shutting, and then I think you opened for was it a week, almost 2 weeks? 2 weeks, and then going back into lockdown. How has that made you sort of look at your business, change, innovate any ideas whilst being a mother?
Yeah, well, it's certainly been challenging, and it's definitely not how I envisaged things to go when I started this journey. But I am really lucky that I'm part of an amazing brand, and we've got an amazing head office that support us really strongly. And so when the whole of Australia got shut down and all our studios across the country, we've got 25, we pivoted very, very quickly to online live classes. Like, we were one of the first to get up and running with that. And throughout that first lockdown, we had 65 live classes a week on our national schedule.
Oh my goodness.
Massive.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And I know, huge, right? And so, and then what happened when we started to reopen, we realized that people's habits have started to change, and maybe they still like to have either a combination of online, or maybe some people still didn't feel comfortable, they wanted to. So we made the decision that we were going to keep an online schedule running alongside our open studios. So good. When we closed down again, we had a national schedule there to help support us. So I think we've now got about 45 or 46 live classes on that national schedule. So we were,
a lot. It's great.
Like, within, as soon as we knew we were closing, we said to our members, we're shifting you online. And it was already there and up and running. And we've had amazing feedback. During lockdown 1, we had almost 2,000 members extend with us across the country. So, yeah, it's been incredible to have that support.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would have looked if I had been a studio on my own. And so going forward, it's just more like, again, it's hard, as you would know, like when you're close, it's keeping that engagement with your clients, because normally you're seeing them face to face in the space every day. You can keep, and so that's my biggest challenge at the moment. I've got the keeping the moving piece is all sorted. It's keeping that engagement and checking in on them, making sure that they're doing okay, making sure that you're holding them accountable. So, I haven't moved this week. We'll move. Book into a class. I'm going to book you into a class now, and I expect to see you there. So
absolutely. Well,
oh, amazing.
And then obviously I've got the 3 children at home as well, so that's been challenging. So
just 3 full-time jobs at home.
Yeah, homeschooling and I were not friends the first time round, and I can't say we've become better friends the second time round. So
gosh,
I give myself a pat on the back if I get them to focus for like half an hour a day.
Hey, look, you do what you can do. I can't even imagine that would be that's a lot.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, gosh, bows down. I don't know how you do that.
I think we're all in situation, right?
Can I just slide in here? I was going to say, I completely understand where you're coming from. One of the names that we were actually going to choose for this little series that Liam and I were doing was going to be called Desperately Trying to Stay Relevant.
Yeah.
I know, right? And this is hard. There's so much out there.
Exactly. And that puts it in perspective to all the business owners out there, is just to try and create ways of, still being in touch with your clients and your guests and things like that. It is extremely hard.
And at the same time, not being too intrusive, because it's like, well, I don't want to bug them every week. They don't want to get a phone call from me every week. That's a little intrusive.
Sure.
But making sure that you're checking in with them enough, and finding different ways to do it so that you don't feel, it's on their terms.
Totally. Well, it seems like you're kicking goals all over the place. But Sarah, I just want to know if you have any questions for Carlie or myself at all. Anything you're wondering?
Let me think.
It is optional.
No, I have. Who's the first person up on the dance floor, Liam or Carlie, on a night out?
Oh, okay.
I know.
I'm gonna say it's Carlie. Yeah.
Okay. And is she the first one to get up on that table or that bar?
Probably.
Takes it to the next level?
Probably. Yeah. She's the more daring one. She's just in there. She just goes.
I don't believe that.
It's true.
We had a wedding at the start of the year.
Is.
And it was the Indian wedding of one of our beautiful staff members, and there was like 350 people there. It was the most insane wedding I've ever been.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
So good.
And I just remember being on that dance floor with the staff, dragging Liam over from the dinner table and being like, let's party.
I was just sitting at the dinner table chatting with these people, being like, oh, yeah.
Enjoying your cocktail.
Yeah, I like to sit and I love watching people in those scenarios. I love watching people dance. And so, like, they were dragging me up and I was like, oh, let me have another drink. Okay. But once I get up, I'm just like, yeah, that was good.
I bet you are. Who can kick their leg higher? Who kicks their leg higher?
Definitely me.
Definitely.
Well, I can't wait to see in class. We'll get you.
It's not what it used to be, Sarah. I'm telling you. I used to be pretty nimble, pretty flexible, but I would say that's gone out the window a little bit. Definitely. I haven't done the splits in a long time.
Oh,
yeah,
I bet we can get you. Well, there we go. That's something to work towards. We'll get you ready for your classes and we'll get you flexible again.
We'll get me flexy. Yeah, that's a good one. I love it. Sarah, we're going to do our quick fire round with you and just ask you some silly fun questions. You know how this works by now, probably. It's just first one that drops into your head, you have to choose one of them. So starting with Woolworths or Coles?
Woolworths.
Yes.
Toothpaste or water first on the toothbrush?
Water. Oh, no, toothpaste.
Okay, toothpaste first. Running or walking?
Walking.
Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Love that. And our famous question, if you were a biscuit, which one would you be and why?
Oh, chocolate hobnob.
What?
Oh.
Do you guys know what a hobnob is? It's in English. Maybe you guys, you know what it is, yeah?
I know what it is.
Carlie's looking perplexed.
Describe it.
Because it's best of both worlds.
It sounds like a euphemism for something interesting.
Almost like an Anzac biscuit. It's kind of like an OT, whole grainy textured biscuit with a layer of chocolate on the top. So it's great for dunking and tea. It's got a bit of texture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to revisit the hobnob.
Hobnob.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
Wait. Does anyone know why they call it the hobnob?
Got it.
Don't know. Maybe because you hobnob with it. I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
What, hobnobbing? You're hobnobbing. It's like you're being very posh. You're hobnobbing with posh people.
Oh.
In England. Yeah.
So it's a posh biscuit.
Yeah. But it's look 50, so it doesn't really look that posh.
It used to be the posh biscuit. It's people that want to feel hobnob.
Do you know what? It's little superior biscuits to the chocolate digestive, maybe. That's what it is. Because you've got the chocolate digestive where the biscuit's plain, whereas this one's next level up. So
it's a bit hobnobby.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on this Zoom chat today. We've loved hearing about your experience and your journey through this whole pandemic. We cannot wait to come in and do a class with you when all this is over. I'm super excited.
I cannot wait to get you guys.
I'm going to start stretching right now.
And there you go, look. Kick that butt, love it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, don't go through the wall.
I've got to stick to my day drinking versus doing that sort of shit.
Well, thank you so much for having me, guys. It's been wonderful.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Take care and we'll chat soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, darling. Bye.
I cannot wait for that bar class, Liam.
Neither.
So good.
I'm actually excited about it now after meeting Sarah. She's so great. And I didn't realise she had a professional ballet background, so that's exciting. I want to go to a class now.
You just want to show off your dance moves.
No, seriously, because they're not there anymore. I don't. It's been a long time since I've been to a dance class, and even then, I mean, I was nothing really that flash. But it'll be fun. That's the whole point, right? It'll be fun.
You are too humble sometimes, Liam.
You've never seen me dance. Trust me. I look like, you know, those car sales places that have those inflatable things with the arms. That's what I am. Anyway.
I love that.
Oh, Carlie, what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
Pick another cocktail.
Pick another cocktail. Next one. Hey, look, you've started. You may as well carry on.
That's it. It's Friday.
It is. Hey, yes, it is. It is for us. I don't know when you're watching at home, whether it's Friday or not, but either way, we encourage you to pour yourself a cocktail right now.
Liam, what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
Well, I might actually just make another cocktail as well, seeing as you're talking about it.
Good
But I am going to, because I have all of these frames that sitting in a box that I'm going to put on the wall finally, because I've never had the time to actually do it. You can see my walls are very bare, so I'm going to decorate my room a little bit.
Oh, you're going to do like a mirage of like photo frames?
Yeah, I like a lot on the wall, so this is annoying for me. It's just so bare. So I'm going to put a lot of frames up and a bunch of pictures and fun things. So
how fun. Well, that'll take you some time to do, so good on you. Send me a photo when you're done, please.
I will. And thank you all for watching Unpolished again. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please tell your friends, share it in your stories and give it a comment, even if it's just a silly little heart. It makes a difference to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, stay safe. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.